Have a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you enjoyed listening to our brief history of Strategic Defense Initiative. Thank you for coming to our history lesson on SDI, and have a good night.
Wait, I have more questions about SDI.
Okay, what would you like to know?
When and why was SDI created?
Well, I will answer the second question first. The Strategic Defense Initiative was created to protect the United States from attack by strategic nuclear ballistic missiles. The Soviet Union developed the biggest stockpile of nuclear weapons and regular missiles to have as an attack method against the US and other countries. As a reaction to this, President Reagan decided to create SDI, which was a program that put satellites in space that would shoot lasers at any missiles coming towards the US that were coming from space or in any of the lower or higher atmospheres. Now, with respect to the second question, the SDI program was created during the Reagan administration.
Did they actually think that they would be able to shoot lasers at missiles in space?
Well, that was the goal of the project, but America did not believe in it all that much. The nation criticized it as unrealistic or scientific. They feared that it would start another arms race between the military powers of the world. If this happened, then the arms deal between the Soviet Union and the United States would be off, and they would go crazy. The American public started out as not believing in it because they thought it would not succeed, and they would look incompetent to the rest of the world.
Did any part of the program work?
Behavior in the United States changed after this. We had a sort of ignorance about where we fit in the world's powers. Additional events that occurred were that the Soviet Union signed the treaty to stop making nuclear bombs and missiles. A few years later, the Soviet Union fell. Reagan supporters say it was because of what he did, others say it was just time for that power to fall, and Reagan's reign came in at the right time and just happened to be a part of it.
What could have been the worst case scenario of this event if this action was not taken?
There was no alternative to this action taken by the president, because if they had not done this, then the Soviets would not have believed that the US was serious about stopping them and showing them that we were not scared. If Reagan had not done this, then the Soviet Union could have held the United States hostage by threatening to shoot their ballistic missiles at our country. They could have completely wiping parts of our country out. Example, the East Coast, with most of our government centered in the East Coast. This would have been an extremely devastating attack.
How did this event change America?
The SDI helped set the course for American power and domination in the military world. We now have more strength over everyone because Reagan's presidency made a good choice about defense against countries with nuclear materials such as missiles and bombs. Now the US does not have to worry about other countries. If this program was not created, we would be living in fear of attack.
That is all I have for today. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Have a good night.